raindrop on the blacktop, heart stop, feeling like a robot. Swipe left, scroll down, same chick, but you're living in a new town.
Hi everyone! So, today I'm doing a get ready with me. I'm here to talk to you about my trip to Vegas, just random things that have been happening this summer, where I'm at with some of my films. I'm really excited about it. So if you haven't noticed, my hair is red now. I had to dye it for a film because I'm playing like an old Hollywood Rita Hayworth type character. And I was initially I was trying to get to gray hair, but like there's no way. Like I don't have the resources or like resources and money, time, and I guess like a hairstylist that can like really like tone and bleach my hair to where it gets that cool gray color. So until then, I'm red, and then I'm thinking of, after the film is over, going like jet black with my hair. So we'll see in the next couple months where my hair's at and where it's going. I feel as if like in the last few months my makeup has gotten like slightly better. Like I'm not quite at the level of like beauty guru killing it like all the time. I remember like in my makeup journey, just go into that a little bit, I used to just in high school like slather on like really cool toned like dark eyeshadows because I was like, this will be super cool. And then I was like going through like a little low-key emo phase, and I really liked Avril Lavigne. So I always wanted to do the like super black smoky eye. I never could quite do that because my parents probably wouldn't have let me leave the house like that, because they were like just really like, I don't know, they're just really like super control freaky about how I like left and how I looked. But that's always what I wanted to do. Pretty much my makeup inspiration right now is Jaclyn Hill. I just love everything about her. Oh my god, she is just like my goals for my entire life. Like I just swear to god, she is the best ever. I look up to her so much, and I love her so much. I have like a really defined mustache right now, so that's super cool, but it's fine. We're just gonna cover it up. So Vegas was pretty cool. It was my first time going to Vegas. It was wild. Okay, I say pretty cool like super low-key. I'm like, it was pretty cool, but like literally it was the craziest place I've ever been in my entire life. I swear to god. Really weird to like describe Vegas because I don't even know how to. I'm working on like I like the first night I was there, we went out and we were like just looking around, obviously, after we had gotten there and gotten in from the airport and like taken all of our stuff over. And we went to the Mandalay Bay Casino, and then we walked through Mandalay Bay all the way to Excalibur. And so when I say that, I mean like we walked through Mandalay Bay into Luxor, which was another casino that was like Egyptian themed, and then we walked into Excalibur. So the way these casinos are laid out is each of them are like a mega building, like a huge building that has the craziest like shops between each of them. They're all indoors, and they all like, you can travel between them, and like there are passageways between them. It's crazy. It's crazy. The casinos are all pretty similar. They have like super similar machines and like stuff, but like the thing about all three of them is that like each of them had like a completely different atmosphere. Mandalay Bay was super luxe. It was very like elegant, upper class, high class. The Luxor, I really liked the Luxor. The Luxor was also very elegant and upper class. It was, like I said, it was Egyptian themed, which was interesting. So the casinos are like super like, they're not crazy like the casinos aren't super like accurate towards anything like in particular. Like Excalibur, there's nothing really accurate to it, like the film or the story Excalibur. It's just like the outside looks like a castle. There are like night imagery, like things like that. And then also the other thing about being inside of them is like you couldn't tell like how long you had been in there. You couldn't tell like how far you had gone. Yeah, I'm like losing how to describe it because it's just that surreal of an experience. It was just crazy. Like one of my favorite places in Vegas, which is probably one of my favorite, it's probably actually my favorite place to work in the entire world, like the entire world. It's called I don't even know what the mall is called. We just ended up there after walking around for like a good long while. It's this mall and it has this huge like has this huge like segment of like the architecture, so the wall, and it like goes out and then comes back in like a kind of triangle shape, and it just has the words Gucci really loud, really loud, yeah, really like broad on like the side of the wall. I'm from Colorado and we don't have like any of that here. We have like outlet malls, and the closest we have is Cherry Creek Mall, I think. I mean, I guess you could go to like Vail and things like that, but the closest we have is Cherry Creek Mall, which has like a little Chanel like booth, it's not quite like this level of like designer and luxe. Okay, the highlight of my Vegas trip was this show that I saw in Luxor. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was life-changing. Oh my god. It was called Fantasy. So it was like a topless show that took place. It was just a topless show. It didn't take place anywhere. It was a topless show that had like showgirls performing, and then it had a singer that emceed. Well, it had two comedians that emceed, but one of them like did a lot of singing and the other one did a lot of impressions. So it was pretty amazing. Like the whole night they were targeting this couple called, I feel so bad for them, but like it was hilarious because it was like gold. Their names were Andy and Anna, from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and all their kids had A names. It was pretty much like prime comedy gold for like, or like prime like pick-on material for like any comedy thing. So they were all like, the thing that stood out to me about these performers was that they were all the most fit women I've ever seen in my entire life. The most fit women I have ever seen in my entire life. Like I've seen like skinny girls, you know, who are like really like small. That's fine, like that's fit, that's super fit. Like you have to do crazy stuff to be that skinny and stuff, you know what I mean? Like you have to work out all the time, like that's fine. But all of these women were like 10 feet tall, they were like Amazonian, they all had like beautiful long hair, their skin was perfect, they're like, oh my god, and they all had like 8-packs and like were ripped, like it was amazing. It blew my mind. I was like, you guys are icons. I got a calendar from the show. Oh my god. See, it's the most amazing calendar. Okay. And then I'm gonna humble brag really quick because I not only got the calendar, but they all signed it. See? I'm gonna show you my favorite girl. Oh my god, I'm gonna show you my favorite girl. Here she is. She was my favorite. She was my favorite one. And she signed it. And she told me I look pretty. And she told me my dress is really cute. And I like cried. I cried like a loser. When I decided I was going to Vegas for my birthday trip, that's like the #1 thing I wanted to see. I was like, give me showgirls. I want to see showgirls. Because I love showgirls. I love the movie Showgirls. I love performing women. Now I want to talk a little bit about my films, so I'm really excited to talk about that as well, because I've been working really hard in the last like couple, I mean my whole life I've been working really hard, but in these last few months I've been working really hard on kind of like expanding my film brand online and expanding everything about that and like getting all my ducks in a row so I can like finally officially register my production company by the end of this year. Once I was having a really hard time with film because it was really difficult for me to kind of translate what was in my head onto the film. Like it was just really difficult. And I've wanted to put a lot of time and energy into my films because it's just really important for me to be like considered. I think being a student filmmaker is really important. Like I pride myself on being a student. I'm a student in film school. Like I'm very privileged to be, like I'm very lucky. Like not a lot of people get to do that. It's always been important for me to be more than just a student filmmaker because like I don't want my identity to just be that I make student films. People don't respect you as much as a student filmmaker. You know, I want to be an independent filmmaker. I want my films to have like a quality that people, I guess, don't see in student films, which is ridiculous because a lot of student films are amazing. So it's really important for me to be more than that, you know, because I mean, I am a student filmmaker, but I am also an independent filmmaker, and I want people to take me seriously as a filmmaker and not be like, oh, they're just a student, they're just learning, blah, blah, blah. Because I am, but I also, like, I want to make quality work that it deserves to be recognized and deserves to be analyzed and all of that kind of thing. So it's just been really important for me to kind of like expand my film business and all that type of thing. So my boyfriend recently got a Blackmagic camera, and so we have that whole setup, and now I'm able to kind of expand all the films I'm going to release next. So all the films I'm releasing publicly will, I hopefully have like a higher quality. Because I mean, I made a lot of films for practice. I made a lot of student films for practice, you know. I've helped a lot of my peers make their own films for practice. And I feel like I feel like I need to be in the big leagues now in a certain type of sense because I want my work to be taken seriously. So, I'm really excited to be expanding. I'm going to have 3 films released by the end of 2018. One of them is going to be a feature-length film, so that means it's 40 minutes or over. It looks like it's going to be about like a little over an hour for this particular one. That one's the one that's going to be released in August. I'm really excited because we just started filming that, so it's going to be super fun. And then I'm going to have 2 shorts released by the end of the year. So one of them is going to be super short, probably under 10 minutes, and the other one is going to be maybe anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes. I'm still in the process of writing it right now. My friend and I have just, we just released this kind of film concept where we release a trilogy of short films based on a kind of a general topic every season. So the first season that we're doing that is fall, so that's when one of my films will be coming out, and then the next short will be for this winter release. One thing I'm super excited about with these projects that I've been working on recently is that I feel like they're things where I can really expand my style. Like with filmmaking, it's been really difficult for me to it hasn't been difficult for me to narrow down my style. I have my style conceptualized in my head. I know what I want. I know generally what kind of ideas and what kind of color schemes and what kind of like topics and themes I tend to gravitate towards when making films. It's just been really hard for me to, like I said, execute that. So I'm really excited to be kind of exploring that more in these films coming up. So that's really exciting. That's super exciting. I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited to talk to you guys more about it. So I can't wait for when the films come out, because then you guys can see them and then we could all talk about it and hopefully you guys will like them and it'll be like super cool. We'll have a cute little film community and it'll be super sweet. We're actually going out to LA next week on Monday to film part of the feature-length film that I'm doing, and I'm really excited about that. So then with film, I also finally feel like I've had a lot of like super negative experiences working with certain people in the past with my projects. People just who haven't taken my projects seriously, people who like I thought were taking it seriously, and then like pretty quickly like into the process it became apparent that they weren't taking it seriously. So it's been really important for me to kind of like develop working relationships with people that I can trust before I've kind of really moved into the big leagues, I guess, with my filmmaking. I finally feel like I have a community of people who I can really rely on and really trust. So that's really, really exciting to me. I'm really super excited about that. And then I was also excited because it was just like a really, really good, nice... It was really humbling and really exciting and validating, because before I moved on to summer, when I knew I was going to be working on these projects, I had a short experimental film in the student film festival at my school, and I actually won audience choice. I was one of 2 winners. We tied for it, but it was just really, really validating. It was really nice to know that my work is appreciated by my peers. You know, audience choice is really important to me because it's like people voted on it who were there, you know, so it's just really nice to know that my film, like, it resonated with so many people. And being an experimental film, it's already really hard because you're looking at things from an alternate perspective than a traditional storyline and things, so it was just really, really nice. It was really exciting. It was super exciting. That film, I think, is on my website, so if you go to erinmitchell.com and go to my film section on that, you can see that. So I won't release films on this channel. I'll release probably like one of the 2 trailers, and then you can go over to my other channel directed by Erin. It's just on my channel. You can see it's like the first featured channel directed by Erin, and that'll have all of my film work once we get down to it. So that's going to be super, super exciting. So yeah. And so tell me, how have your guys' summers been? Have you guys gone on any super crazy trips that like inspired you and or made you feel some type of way? Are you guys filmmakers? It's okay if you're not. Like, tell me, what are you passionate about down below? Tell me how you've worked on it. Tell me how you want to expand it and how you've been working on it. I would love to hear more from you guys in that regard. Ooh, yes. Oh my gosh, I've never like had this happen, like the beauty highlight pop like this, because I mean I haven't had like a crazy light setup like this before, so this is a wild time for me. So thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. I really appreciate it. Like I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this and watch me. I'm really excited about it. If you guys want me to talk about makeup more, if you guys want me to talk about film more, like let me know down below what you kind of are feeling and what you kind of like, and let me know what your summer's been, what you've been excited about. I would just love to get to know you a little bit better, and you're gonna get to know me. I don't even know how to outro. I don't know how to like completely sign off to you guys. Okay, I will see you guys next time.
One of these days